Well, guys, here we are at the end of 2020. Not a good season for movies. I only saw 8 movies this year. Well, apparently that's all that's on my list, but it's okay. It's okay, because some of them are good movies. We'll get into it. Hey everybody, this is Rainbow Reviews. Well, here we are again. Well, not again, I should say. This is the first 2020 end of the year tier list of movies that I've seen. I kind of want to make this a tradition, do this every year. And obviously we didn't have as many movies this year, but that's alright. Some of them in here are really good, and they really did surprise me. And some of them disappointed me, but we'll get into it. So right off the bat, the first movie I want to review is Tenet. Now I'm starting with this one because it was my most, I was looking forward to it most out of all the movies of this year. I love Christopher Nolan's movies. I love like Inception and those kind of things. And this Tenet seemed like one of those kind of movies, where it played around with time or dreams or some other abstract concept. And Nolan is really good at making those kinds of movies. And I gotta say, he did it again with Tenet. I heard people complaining to say that Tenet was a bit too confusing, but I don't know, I think that's a common criticism with all of Nolan's movies like this, but I'm okay with it. And yeah, this movie did confuse me a bit too, but I think its concept and its execution was good enough so that it didn't matter. And even if you didn't understand the whole thing, you could really still get invested in the entire story, in the world and the characters and everything. And I loved Tenet. And that's why I'm putting Tenet in the B category. I'm keeping it out of A for now just because if it wasn't so confusing, and if the ending wasn't as confusing as balls, then it would have been an A, and it would have been a slam dunk victory. But it was still a great theater experience, and I'm really glad that, it was a movie that came out in the theater even when not a lot of movies were coming out in the theater, so it did support all of the movie theaters, and I think that it deserves to have a high rating just because of that. But it is a great movie. You should see it if you haven't yet. Now the next one is Onward, and this was the first Pixar original of this year, the second being Soul, which we'll get into later. But Onward, honestly, I didn't love Onward. I didn't make a video on it, but I didn't enjoy it as